There are some houses that do not want to be found. They stand behind old trees and forgotten gates, waiting quietly beneath the moon. And some houses wait only for one person. A person who is tired. A person who is lost. A person who only wants a warm room, a dry bed, and one peaceful night of sleep. This is the story of such a house, and of a man named Aaron. Aaron had been driving for almost 7 hours. The highway had ended long ago. The village road had become narrow. Then the road had turned into mud. His phone had no signal. The map had frozen. Outside his car window, the forest pressed close from both sides, dark and silent. Rain tapped the roof. Aaron leaned over the steering wheel and whispered, "Just a little more. There has to be a town somewhere." But there was no town, only his own tired heartbeat. Before sunset, a local man had suggested a shortcut. "Take the old forest road," the man had said. "You will save 2 hours." Now Aaron remembered the man's watchful eyes and the way he had looked away after giving directions. Aaron drove for another 15 minutes. Then the road split into two. There was no signboard, only two paths vanishing into fog. He stopped the car and closed his eyes. That was when he heard it. A whisper. Aaron opened his eyes. No one answered. He told himself he had imagined it. Too much driving, too much darkness. He turned the steering wheel left, and the car moved deeper into the forest. The path became worse. Mud splashed under the tires. Branches brushed the car like fingers. Twice Aaron thought he saw someone standing between the trees. A pale shape. A person. But whenever he looked properly, there was nothing there. Then the forest opened. His headlights fell upon a tall iron gate, old, black, and half covered with moss. Beyond it stood a house. Only one window on the second floor glowed with warm yellow light. The gate was open, just enough for a car to pass. Aaron should have turned back, but the forest behind him felt darker than the house ahead. And he was so tired. He drove through the gate. Before Aaron could knock, the front door opened. Without a sound. Inside was a hallway lit by candles. Dozens of candles. Their flames did not flicker. An old woman stood in the hallway. Her hair was white. Her shawl was dark blue. Her face was calm. "You are late," she said. Aaron blinked. "I'm sorry. Come in." "You are wet." "I got lost," Aaron said. "My phone isn't working. I need directions. There is no place nearby." The woman turned and walked deeper into the hallway. After a moment, Aaron followed. "You may sleep here tonight," the woman said. "I don't want to trouble you." "No trouble. The room is ready." She led him upstairs to a long corridor. At the end, she opened a door with no name. Inside was a bedroom, and on the bed was a set of dry clothes. The woman placed a candle on the table. "You should sleep. You have traveled far. How did you know I was coming?" "The house knows when someone is tired." On the table was water and a bowl of warm rice. Steam rose from it. "Eat if you wish," she said. "Do not open the window. Do not leave the room after midnight. And if you hear someone calling your name, do not answer." The door closed softly. Aaron stood alone. Fear and exhaustion pulled at each other. At last, exhaustion won. He changed into the dry clothes. He ate a few spoonfuls of food. His body relaxed. He checked his watch. 11:37. He lay down on the bed. The blanket was heavy and warm. The rain tapped slowly. And just before sleep took him, he heard the house whisper. Not in words. More like a mother humming to a child. Aaron closed his eyes and slept. He dreamed of a hallway with no end. Doors stretched on both sides forever. Behind each door, someone whispered. At the end of the hallway stood a little girl holding a candle. "You are in my room," she said. "I'm sorry, I didn't know." "Everyone says that." She pointed behind him. Aaron turned. Every door in the hallway was open. Inside each room stood a person. Then from the darkness, a whisper moved through the hall. "Aaron." Aaron woke. The candle had burned low. His phone still had no signal. The time was 12:09. Midnight had passed. He remembered the warning. "Do not leave the room after midnight. If you hear someone calling your name, do not answer." Then came slow footsteps in the corridor, barefoot, stopping outside his door. A shadow appeared under the door. Then came a knock. One time. Aaron did not move. Another knock. Then a voice. His mother's voice. Aaron, open the door, beta. It's cold outside. His throat tightened. His mother had died years ago. Aaron, I made tea. Open the door. He wanted to answer, not because he believed it, but because the voice carried the warmth of childhood. He closed his eyes and whispered silently. The voice changed. Her voice became thin and hungry. Irene! The doorknob turned. The door did not open. Then the scratching stopped, and the shadow moved away. Aaron did not sleep again. He watched the door until morning. When grey light filled the room, he went downstairs. The old woman was pouring tea. You heard someone, she said. What is this place? Aaron asked. A house. No, what is it really? A place for those who are too tired to continue. I want to leave. Of course. The gate is open. Aaron stepped outside and started his car. He drove through the gate. After 30 minutes, he saw the same gate, the same house, the same warm yellow window. No, he whispered. He turned around and drove back. Then, as the fog thinned ahead, he saw the gate again, the house again. Aaron stepped out and shouted, What do you want? The front door opened. The old woman stood there. You should not drive when you are this tired, she said. Let me go. You may go when you are rested. I slept. No, you closed your eyes. That is not the same thing. Who are you? The keeper. Keeper of what? Of those who did not wake gently. Pale faces watched from the upper windows. This road takes many people, the woman said, drivers who are too tired. People who think one more hour will not matter. Some houses are built with brick and wood, she said. This one was built from unfinished sleep. Aaron looked at his car. He had not truly rested in days. Work, calls, driving, deadlines, coffee, noise. He had carried exhaustion like a second body. The woman stepped aside. Come inside. Eat. Sleep properly. In the evening, the road may remember where it goes. Aaron wanted to refuse, but the forest behind him looked endless, and the house, terrifying as it was, felt warm. He went inside. That evening, the woman led him upstairs again. If dreams come, let them pass, she said. If voices call, let them fade. If the house whispers, listen only to the part that says good night. Aaron lay down. The blanket settled over him. The rain breathed against the window. Then the whispering began. Hundreds of voices. They murmured like people talking in their sleep. I should have stopped. Just one more mile. Do not drive tonight. Sleep first. Aaron closed his eyes, but then from the mirror across the room came a tap. In the mirror, the chair beside the window was occupied. A man sat there. His face was hidden in shadow. The man in the mirror leaned forward. Aaron. The voice became familiar. His own voice. You do not deserve rest. There is work unfinished, calls unanswered, people waiting, money to earn, problems to solve. You cannot sleep. Aaron shut his eyes. Aaron breathed in, out, and for the first time in many years, he answered inside himself. I am tired. I am allowed to be tired. The mirror cracked. The room fell silent. Then the house whispered, Good. Aaron slept, dreamlessly. For the first time in years, he slept without running somewhere in his mind. When he woke, sunlight filled the room. On the table was a note. The road is open. Drive slowly. Stop before you are tired. And when sleep calls your name, answer. Aaron went downstairs. The house was quiet. The portraits on the walls had changed. Many frames were empty. The remaining faces had closed their eyes. At the front door, Aaron paused. Thank you, he said. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, from somewhere upstairs, a child's voice whispered. Aaron smiled sadly. He stepped outside. His phone had signal. The map showed a real road ahead. Aaron drove away. Years passed. Aaron never found the house again. But sometimes, on nights when he worked too late, he would hear a faint whisper near the edge of sleep. And he would close his laptop, turn off his phone, drink water, lie down, and sleep. Because the house still waits beyond the last road. Behind rain, behind fog, behind tired eyes that refuse to close. If you ever see that gate through the fog, do not panic. Do not run. Do not answer if someone calls your name after midnight. Enter gently. Thank the keeper. Lie down beneath the heavy blanket. Listen to the rain. Sometimes the ghost is not outside the room. Sometimes the ghost is your own tired body asking to be remembered. So close your eyes. Let the road wait. Let the world wait. You are safe in this room. The door is closed. The candle is warm. The voices in the hallway cannot enter. Your breathing is slow now. The house settles around you. The portraits close their eyes. The rain becomes a lullaby. And the whisper comes again. Sleep well. The road will still be there in the morning.